Today, since there's so much death and destruction in the Middle East, I thought this would be fitting. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear not evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me in the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen.
All right. On October 16th, I concurred with Munson Township trustees in requiring a hearing on the liquor license being requested by Basil Place LLC, DBA Basil Place, located at 13271 Bass Lake Road, Chardon, Ohio.
Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning. Okay, today's financials include an appropriation transfers from the sheriff to miscellaneous refunds, reimbursements, and web checks that were deposited into the general fund, and supplementals for maintenance to cover increases in the natural gas, water utility, and postage expenses. There's a cash transfer from the general fund to Family First Council for the October through December commitment, and travel requests from Common Pleas Court to attend the Ohio Common Pleas Judges Association Winter Conference, and also from the Probate Court to attend the 2023 Fall Probate Clerks Conference. Among the vouchers are $283,151.31 from the Commissioner's Office to Venn Design Architecture Limited for Phase 2 Basic Services and Design, and $30,343.21 from the Sheriff's Office to Fuji Mats LLC for training mats for defensive tactics training, and a revenue certification from the Common Pleas Court and the Court Technology Fund for additional unbudgeted revenue received in 2023.
Okay, I'll make the motion.
Second?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Ethan. Appreciate it.
Common Pleas Court. How are you?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
Good, how are you today? Good. The Adult Probation Department is requesting to approve a new fund entitled CCA 2.0, which will be already included in the pretrial standard probation and pre-sentence investigations. The state of Ohio is actually asking us to consolidate our current grants from 3 to 1.
Okay, very good. I'll make the motion.
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Want to change?
Morning.
This morning, item number 4, County Engineer's Office is requesting the Board approve and execute Resolution 23-174 to order the asphalt resurfacing of Munn Road, County Highway 32, sections E through F in Auburn and Newberry Townships. This resolution also requests the Board approve and execute the title sheet of the specifications. Further, the resolution sets the bid opening to Wednesday, November 8th, 2023 at 2 p.m. Notice of this bid opening will be advertised on Thursday, October 19th, and on the county website.
Would this project not start till next year? Or?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We're utilizing some 2023 funds
Okay.
to keep our carryover
And
managed.
typically, would you get some bids submitted and approved prior to that, and then they'll wait until spring of 24 and get started?
Yeah, we'll open in November, and provided that the bids are awardable, we would then award and execute in 2023
Okay.
to cover those funds, and then the project wouldn't start until May 1st.
When they bid on something like that, I mean, there's some uncertainty, and a lot of these companies like that having this, kind of log on the fire, ready to get started right away. But if there's price increases or decreases between now and then, is there an adjustment at all, or do they?
No. ODOT has a price adjustment aspect in their standard contracts, but we excluded that from ours.
Okay.
So when they bid it, what they bid is what they get. If it goes down, they benefit. If, if the costs go down, they take a little win. If it goes up,
Yeah.
they take a little hit.
Do you have a way of estimating, say, for your estimates, what pricing will be for, like, say, asphalt or the binder or whatever in, next spring? How do you figure that?
I mean, historically, it's the lowest in early months of the year, February, March, April, and then it gets progressively more expensive as the year goes on,
Okay.
as the demand outpaces the supply, so then it becomes a little bit of a commodity.
Okay.
But, typically, what you said earlier, they like to have a little bit of a log on the fire, so to
Yeah.
speak, to
Yeah.
have something already in the
That gets
pipeline.
payroll going.
Yeah, and they know that they have something coming out of the gate,
Yeah.
which is why they bid these fairly aggressively.
A lot of times, and they'll borrow against it too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make the motion.
Second?
Commissioner Lyon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Item 5 on the agenda is requesting the board approve and execute the contract agreement with Missions Communications to perform monitoring and alarm service on wastewater locations. $30,000 contract not to exceed. It's a 3-year period, kind of shows back from 2021 through 2024. Going forward, these agreements will be 1-year agreements.
I'll make the motion.
So this company's already doing the work since 2021, and we're just having a contract? Or how does that overlap?
We're getting that in place. This was through getting approval through ADP meetings, so that's the backup on it. So once we did that presentation at the last ADP board meeting, we received the approval, conditional approval that we in the fall revisit the contract.
Okay. And so we're contracting out to Mission. Mission will be doing the monitoring.
They provide the system, it's an online system, and so yes, they do the monitoring, send out alarm information to us through our, as we set it up.
And then there is some equipment that comes along with it.
There is units, RTU units that are at each location of our wastewater plants.
Okay.
I second the motion.
Commissioner Lyon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Item 6 is requesting the board approve and execute the contract agreement with Missions Communication, same service for our water locations, same time frame, not to exceed $9,200.
So moved.
Second?
Commissioner Lyon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Item 7 on the agenda is a housekeeping item, updating our application for authorization for permit use of credit cards. What that is doing is actually removing Dr. Ulrich from the credit card use.
Okay, so moved.
Second?
Commissioner Lyon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
I have a question. Is there any communication with the hospital, with the water situation, with your office, with them?
There's been a lot of communication, both on a design standpoint and on a fiscal standpoint. So we've been back and forth, meeting with their mechanical engineer and their site civil engineer.
Because I think in the future, if you have any more meetings with the hospital, if you could forward an email to all 3 commissioners to see if any of us could make a meeting with them, because I think all of us want to be a good neighbor to UH and learn more about it.
Absolutely.
So that's a promise, right? That's a yes?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
I'm pretty sure all of them have seen the request that came in for the Eagle Scouts. This is a resolution honoring Raymond Kozelka. He's part of Troop 4076 in Huntsburg, and his Eagle Scout project was to, he built and replaced all the resting benches at the ODNR Grand River Wildlife Observation Trail located in Bristolville, Ohio. He's invited all of you to attend his Court of Honor on October 27th at Garden Woodlands at 6 p.m. if you are able to attend.
Great. Thank you. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second?
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
There's one additional item. A couple weeks back, the board approved a resolution after the prosecutor decided that he was only going to take information from the Commissioner's office directly from the board. The board had approved a resolution authorizing me as representative of the board to make those submissions to the prosecutor's office. Late yesterday, I had made a request. Late yesterday, we did get a reply back from the prosecutor's office that they would not accept my request except for if it came from official board motion request. So I worked with Emily, our outside counsel, to come up with a motion for this. And I just like to present that motion to the board. So
Okay.
it's basically the Commissioner's Office requests the Board of County Commissioners authorize employees of the Commissioner's Office to submit on behalf of the board to the prosecuting attorney for review, opinion, comment, and approval any contracts, public records requests, and responses, personnel issues, human resources related issues, and any other matters relating to the execution of the Board of Commissioners' duties, powers, and responsibilities. Further, the Commissioner's Office requests that the Board of County Commissioners state to the prosecuting attorney that all past, present, and future such requests from the employees in the Commissioner's Office shall be deemed to be approved by the Board of County Commissioners for submission to the prosecutor for review, opinion, comment, and approval on the Board of County Commissioners' behalf, as such employees are controlled in the manner of performing work by the Board of County Commissioners.
Please, so moved. Second.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Commissioner DeWark?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kathy, do you want to talk about your passport?
Pardon?
Do you want to talk about this real quick?
I just dropped them off for you because they're hot off the presses and...
I need to come.
And I thought y'all might like one.
Yeah, they're very nice. I do. I think it's a really neat idea.
And it's a great idea and people are, I've already had 2 people turn in their passport with 10 stamps already. And I delivered them Tuesday and Wednesday and part of Thursday, and they were under my door at work on Wednesday morning.
How many did you hand out?
We ordered 5,000 and we had 38 people involved with it, stops. So I delivered 3,800 passports. And I have a few extras in my car, but I think we're gonna have to order another 1,000. They are like, going like hotcakes.
So just explain real quick. So you requested to have 10 people, 10 locations, and then what does it, at the end, what does it give?
They have to get a minimum of 10 to turn their passport in to win the gift cards. We're giving out gift cards for the 1 through 6. The number 1 already turned in. They got 3 gift cards. Number 2 got turned in. They got 1 gift card. So I'm still waiting for 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then they get their gift cards and they can go out and hit the rest of them. So be it. It's up to them. But they have until December 31st to participate, and if somebody wants a passport, you can go into any of the 38 restaurants that are listed, coffee shops, whatever, ask for a passport and they'll stamp it, and then you move on to the next.
Very nice.
So, yeah, it worked out really well last year, and I think it's going to be, well, last year we had 32 stops, this year we have 38, and I finally had to cut it off because it's like, no, I can't take any more. But yeah, my goal next year is 40.
That's awesome.
But it's working out really well. I mean, I've been to a couple places already that need more passports.
That's great.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I have a question, Kathy.
Yes, Jim.
Some of the counties in the state of Ohio are going for a bed and breakfast or Airbnb tax, around 2.5% to 3%. That, wonder if you could take it back to your board to see what you guys think about it.
We're in. Speaking for the board. I'm speaking for the board, yeah. It's money. We need money.
Okay, and I think that we only have 1 hotel in Geauga County, that's Punderson.
Well, we have 2. We have the lodge at Bass Lake.
Okay.
They contribute as well.
And then we have the KOA campgrounds in Thompson, which contributes the fishing place, whatever they're called on 306, and Hillbrook Club. So there's actually 5 that we get money from. And, I never ask for money, but we could always use some money.
Right. Okay, I just wondered if we could start a conversation with your board, and then we can talk some other day.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else?
Good morning, Dean Hain, First Energy, and the Illuminating Company. Nice to see everyone. I'm a little ahead of my email today. I just want to let you know, if you may recall, earlier this year we did some reconductoring on the transmission line that runs from Leroy Center down through to Chester Township. That was phase 1. Sometime later this month we're going to start phase 2. I don't know the exact mobilization sites yet, but we'll be working on that through the winter, through May. I think April or May right now is the tentative completion date on that. 2 of the lines, complete reconductoring that will beef up the system and allow us to move more power onto that line should we need to, in anticipation of future needs. And I think it's all the affected property owners were sent a letter last month. You'll be receiving a copy of that letter as well. It'll affect Hamden, Munson, Chardon Township, Chardon, and Chester Township residents.
And where will phase 2 go? Where will that run?
It's the same line.
Same line.
It's just there's, I think, 4 lines, maybe even more. But the 138 kV line, we did the first 2. It's the same structures. It's
Gotcha.
Now we're doing another 2.
Okay.
Yeah, phase 2.
Excellent. Good. Less power outages?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Or there's more, when we do have some, there'll be more backup and hopefully get things back up quick.
Good.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. Your office did a good job the bad storm in August,
Yeah.
and your backup person was phenomenal. I think his last name's Collins.
Yes. Ryan Collins?
Yes.
One of the first times I've been off on one of those storms, it was the first time.
So, and yeah, you were on scheduled vacation, but I just wondered, if you could tell us next time you're on vacation, and we'll...
Well played.
Fair enough, yeah.
I did want to just tell you that your communication, that in the past was an issue, but with you here, I'll tell you, you've been fantastic in keeping our office, and I think the residents of Geauga County apprised, and that's the big thing. People understand after a storm, it's going to take time and patience to get things back to normal working order, but the communications where you guys have really taken a big stride forward in communicating that with us and the residents, so we appreciate that. Really
If
good
anything
job.
we can improve on, just let me know.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would ask, and I've asked this for probably the last 11 years, is the airport project with that overpass there with that wire, in that zone. I know it's millions of dollars they've been quoted that they've said that it's going to cost, but if you guys have any opportunity to try to do that, it's within that threshold, and it really is a hindrance to what we're trying to do to just continue to grow that airport for larger aircraft that are, as long as that wire is going across, it's just not going to work, and it's a big part of it. And the FAA is not going to fund that type of a project that deals with public utilities. So if there's anything that you could come up with, or you have any opportunities, we really could use the help there.
It's been probably a year since I went to engineering. I'll circle back with them, and I know it's on our radar.
Yeah.
You've mentioned it a few times, as I recall. So
Yeah, it is, and it's just one of those situations that it's a risk, and at the end of the day, I don't want to see somebody get hurt because of the fact that there couldn't have been an agreement of some place in the middle to be able to reach some kind of a plausible way of getting this done.
Yeah, there's some kind of common sense, partnership that, the county and yourself and your business can come up with, I mean, we're not looking to do it for free, but if there's a way to, I don't know how hard they're looking at that estimate of burying that thing or not. There's just the number, $1 million was thrown out there or something. I don't know if that's where that came up with, or but if there's a way to look at that again, we'd appreciate it.
okay, will do. I'll get back with you on that.
Yeah, and it is, and it's just, we're doing a lot of things, and we're, you know, in our budget hearings, we even talked about some opportunities for down the road of trying to do more things, but with that wire there, it hurts the whole operation, so. And the safety part of it is the biggest thing, so.
Understand.
Yeah, appreciate you being here, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right. Then that we have the Juvenile Detention Center meeting, 11:15 on Thursday at the, in Portage County, correct? Board of Revisions at 9 at the auditor's office on the 23rd, and then hopefully see everybody back here 9:30 next week. Other than that, motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
You.